Every empire needs a signature, a seal, a handshake, a number, and a column nobody reads. They don't rule with iron anymore. They rule with ink. Washington signed the memo while the cameras caught his grinning. Brussels passed the clause at 3 a.m. before the session's ending. Riyadh sealed the pipeline with a smile and a handshake. Tel Aviv and Langley sharing footnotes. What's at stake? London keeps the ledger, keeps the legacy, the lending. Geneva hosts the forum where the bleeding never's ending. Bleeding nations, bleeding borders, bleeding people, bleeding soil. While the men in tailored silence split the percentages of oil. Paper kings don't need a crown, they need a signature and leverage. Paper kings don't fight a war, they fund both sides and manage. Every famine has a sponsor, every coup has got a backer. Every freedom operation's got a Goldman Sachs contractor. Read the treaty, read between the lines, read past the preamble. Find the clause that says your sovereignty was always just a gamble. They sold your land before your father learned to spell his nation. Filed it under interest, stamped it, strategic allocation. Follow the money, not the headline, not the hashtag, not the speech. Follow the wire transfer to the holding in the Cayman breach. Shell to shell to shell to shell, a Russian nesting dollar fraud. By the time you find the origin, the statute's been outlawed. They don't steal, they restructure, don't invade. They stabilize, don't imprison. They detain for processing and nobody cries. Language is the first weapon, nomenclature is the kill. Call it austerity measures and the poor just swallow the pill. Call it collateral and the mother stops existing. Call it sectarian conflict and the genocide stops twisting into something that the council has to vote on, has to name. 17 vetoes in a decade, tell me who's to blame. The dollar is a bullet dressed in legislation, dressed in treaties. Every sanction is a siege. Ask the children in the cities, not the cities on the postcards. Ask the ones without the power, ask the ones who burn the furniture to make it through the hour. Paper kings, they reign in ink and silence. Paper kings, they've never seen the violence. Sign the line, collect the fee, deny the science. Paper kings don't burn, they just refinance. You think it's left and right, you think it's red against the blue. You think the man you voted for is working hard for you. Let me show you something. Strip the party, strip the flag, strip the slogan and the podium. What's left inside the bag? The same donor, same advisor, same revolving door. The senator becomes the lobbyist, then senator once more. The general becomes a board member at the weapons manufacturer. The manufacturer funds the think tank. The think tank writes the chapter. That becomes the policy that sends the boys to the desert. That becomes the footage, that becomes the trauma that gets censored. It's not a conspiracy, it's just an org chart with no ceiling. It's just incentive structures built on other people's bleeding. They're not evil, that's the horror. They're just optimizing metrics. They sleep like children, dreaming figures. Never feel the kinetics of the missile that they greenlit from a conference room in spring. That's the quiet, calculated violence of a paper king. So what do you do when the system is the symptom and the cure? When the hand that signs the warrant is the hand that writes the law? You don't vote harder, you don't post harder, you don't pray. You map the architecture, you learn every name. You trace every payment trail, every proxy, every claim. You build the counter record in the spaces they don't monitor. You speak the things they've classified. You become the depositor of truth in a world that's run on manufactured debt and fiction. Every word a small rebellion, every line a contradiction to the narrative they laminated, framed and institutionalized. I'm not your revolution, I'm the moment you realize that the king was always paper, always fragile, always thin. One truth told loud enough and the whole damn thing caves in. Paper kings, they reign in ink and silence. Paper kings, they've never seen the violence. Sign the line, collect the fee, deny the science. Paper kings don't burn, they just refinance. They're not invincible, they're just well documented. And so are we.